Right, hello everyone. I just want to go over my build for Najah because I really like my Najah build. Loads and loads of different ways to build Najah, as there is any god. But I build Najah a way. It's I wouldn't say it's a common build, but the way I start it is definitely different. Definitely different. And where is it? God builders. There we go. Right. Okay. So these numbers aren't relevant, the amount of pots, but obviously you just rapid click it until you've got no money left. But yeah, you normally have about 50 left, enough for another pot. So you could swallow that, then buy another pot, but that's kind of pointless because you're just wasting valuable seconds. So anyways, as you start, you want to pick up your Girdle of Power at level 2. Definite it's level 2. Yes, level 2. It's at level 2, so you pick up a level 2 Girdle of Power for your actives. So you want to pick that up, you want to pick your power pot up, pick your boots, and then obviously your mana pods, however many you bought. Right, so then got mana buff for your friends. Or you could invade, depending. This build would probably work better on an invade, because they won't be expecting it. But, then again, if they are expecting to invade, you're pretty much screwed. So don't invade with gods that normally invade, like Odin, Shaq, Janus, them sort of gods. Because why you say Janus, you ask? Because Janus is extremely good at invades. You have no idea. He can port someone through the wall. He can port someone away from combat if they need to. He can slow them all down to like a non-moving target, especially if your team has extra slows on top of that. So yeah. Anyways, back to the Najah. Right. You want to go your mana with your friends. You want to don't take mana. You want to, if you've right. Power's hard. You want to give your mana to your guardian or mage or whoever, right? But your power. If you have a warrior, give him the power. If you don't have a warrior and you have an ADC, take the power. You'll need it more than him because he won't help you whatsoever. Right. So you and your warrior or you and your guardian, it would preferably be a guardian because then they won't focus you much. Well, they'll try and focus you, but the guardian will just body block and get in their way, and you'll be in and out before they know it anyways. Normally their mage will be in lane already. So what you want to do is you want to leave mana when the big minion has maybe half health left. Obviously use your ring toss on the mana creeps, the damage creeps, wreck them up. Everyone else will come in, take it quickly. Preferably use your ring toss. Your ring toss should come up again just before it dies, so you should be able to hit that with your ring toss, grab the power buff, use that speed boost from the ring toss, use that to make your way to lane faster than everyone else, sync your power pot, activate your Girdle of Strength, don't sash in, run straight at him. If he tries to run away, then sash, because if you sash right in, if they've got an escape, they're gone. But if you run in, they'll try and escape, like jump or whatever. You can sash them mid-jump or mid-escape. You stop their escape. Null and void. Gone completely. That sash also gives your team time to run up and help, especially if you've got someone with a pull. They're pretty much dead if you've got someone with a pull, like a Sylvie. Sylvanas and Najah are an amazing combo. But yeah, you just go ham on them. You just absolutely annihilate them. Sink your mana pots if you must. I mean, you'll probably be half mana by then. You'll secure a kill. You will secure a kill if your team are any decent and they help you out. You obviously got to let them know what you're doing if you don't physically know them and you're in a pub game. Right, okay, the boots. You want to instantly rush boots. Najah needs boots because you're going to be jungling a lot. But boots, I prefer reinforced greaves because it gives you the power, it gives you health, it gives you the crowd control reduction, which is key because Najah, you're gonna die. Najah has no escape except the ult. So what you want to do is you want to get reinforced greaves. You can sell these out for Tyrian boots or whatever they're called, the ones that give you increased movement speed and 60 gold every time you hit an enemy, for 30 seconds or something. I can't remember how long it is, but yeah, they are amazing. They're a godsend for junglers on Joust TV3. you can rack up so much gold so much faster. But yeah, besides the point. Reinforced Graves for me, just so I've got that little bit of survivability. If I do get caught out, which I don't much. Right, these two, it depends how you play. I play Najah for his ult. I ult constant. As soon as it's up, I'm ulting. As soon as it's up, I'm ulting again. And again, and again, and again. I just constant ult. No matter if I'm not going to kill them, I just ult them. Take their health down, take them out the fight. One less player for our team to deal with. Yeah? Very team-orientated Najah I play. Right? So, you can go power. You can just go straight into Transcendence after your boots, but I prefer you don't draft for the cooldown and pen. Obviously, if they've got a tank, ult the tank. Get him out of the way. He'll come back down with no health. He's going to have to retreat. As soon as he goes away, your team just dive the other two freaking weaklings, yeah? Simple. Right? Then obviously you want a health item of any kind. Right? Soul Eater is my preferred choice because it gives me that little bit of lifesteal and it gives me the attack speed as well. Also gives power to my allies. Physical power enemies. Right? So that's like an all-rounder type thing. I suppose you could go Asai for lifesteal and be more of a glass cannon, but it's not really the way I like to go. My main role is warrior, so yeah, there you go. You can see where the health build comes from. Oh shit. Anyways, for damage, Deathbringer or Malice. Never go the two of them together. You go the two of them together, you're going to die. Straight at the bat, you're going to have no defense. Fair enough, you've got some health, but you're going to die. If you do not have a good CC team, and they CC as you come back down your ult, so that you can get away, you're going to die, and you're going to rage a lot. So, yeah. Deathbringer Malice, you're going to kill everyone you touch. Yeah, okay, you're going to kill everyone you touch, but how are you going to get in? Yeah, you could blink in, but then how are you going to get out if you ult? If you ult in, then blink out, what's the point in that when you could have just ulted from a distance? And that pullback from your ult would have got you out safely. See, there's no point in going glass cannon with Najah. You need to be able to fight people as well, like ADCs. Sometimes if they get Soul Eater, they're going to survive your ult majority of the time if they've got another health item, right? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to box them, and they are going to be able to outbox you completely. They're going to be able to just completely wreck your face. So what I prefer to do is I go Deathbringer. If it's like a squish team, like say they've got a warrior, a mage, and an ADC, I'll go Deathbringer. But if they've got a warrior, a guardian, and say a really tanky mage like Hell, yeah, or Hebo, I'll go Malice. Just for the damage over time. Just for the damage over time when I ult them. They think they're safe? No, they bled out. You know? Especially when you combine, yeah, you can also swap Yolt and Draft out for Brawlers, but that's a bad idea because then you have to swap that Soul Eater out for Titan's Bane, because Brawlers gives you basically no pen at all. It's crap pen. So you want to go, yeah, you really want to, you can mix and match your builds, but this is the way I go. You can also change out your active, your blink for maybe a weakening curse if you're up against a healer, but yeah, it's up to you. Right, for defensive wise, I don't really go physical defense. I don't see me fighting anyone. I suppose you could go Mystic Mail, but then again that's a really expensive item. But anyways, I got Ancile simply because it gives you health per stack and it gives you a hell of a lot of fucking cooldown reduction. Well, not a hell of a lot, 15%, right? So that's 15% on top of your freaking, your what, 18%? On top of your 25%, so that's max cooldown. So you're going to be able to ult every 40 seconds, I believe, or less. That's decent. That is really decent. Yeah, and then fucking obviously My Guy's Blessing, because My Guy's Blessing is OP for people like, especially Skilla. Skilla, she just really annoys me so much. It is unreal. She never hits me with her ult, ever, unless she has a stun hog and she uses her stun. If she uses her 3 to get right close to me, uses her dogs, I beats out her dogs, she waits a little, then she fucking stun hogs me, then she ults straight away, she can kill me with her ult. I'm pretty sure that's the only time she's got me with her ult. Other times it's really easy to predict. You start running away from her, then you just run back into her and she's already fired. Oh, she's already pre-fired ahead of where you were. It's the most simplest ult you could do. You can dodge. It's so easy. Actives. Right, actives. I get Combat Blink and Girdle. Full Girdle. You can go Girdle of Support if you're playing that way and you like your team need that little extra buff, especially if you've got a Guardian and all they've got is Soul Reaver and the rest is all defensive and health wise and team orientated, you really need to help them out a little, you know. Even if it's just a little, you help them out. But yeah, it's not really that much of a power drop anyways. So yeah. And then Combat Blink is my saviour. I am the Najah you see ulting into the Phoenix and missing. And I'm stuck in there and I die. Because I've got Weakening Curse. I've got fucking either Weakening Curse or Shield of the Underworld, something to keep Shield of Absorption as well to keep me alive, and also Girdle. But you can also play without Girdle, but I see Girdle as a godsend. That's a free 20% physical and magical power buff for 10 seconds, and 10 pen. Physical and magical. So put it this way, that's a free 20% power. Say you're critting for 1,000. That's a free 200 crit added on. That's a free 200 damage added on for free. You know what I mean? How much? Well, it'll be more if they've got defense, because you've also got your pen to add on to that. So yeah, you've got to. You basically. My defense item goes on who I'm against. I don't really counter build. I just build on who I'm against with my defense item, rather than having a spare slot open. If you know what I mean. We've got Ansile. Ansile's probably part of my build anyways. Right, so let's just add this if I can. Oh no, I've already got normal boots in there. Get that away. Get that away. Right, okay, so we've got. Right, okay, the only thing that doesn't stack on this is Transcendence, so you won't see the full power potential and mana from Transcendence. Okay, but this is the way I would go if I'm fighting just any random, like a mage, an ADC, and say a Guardian. This is the way I would go. Right, in fact they two would be swapped around, because my thumb button is for Girdle, and my rear thumb button is for my Blink. Okay, this is the way I would go. Obviously, your movement speed, health, crowd control reduction, and cooldowns. Then you've got your cooldowns. Yeah, you've got your cooldowns, physical power, physical pen, and mana. Then you've got mana, power, a lot of health, lifesteal, and attack speed. You've got your crits, and then you've got your freaking magical defense, your physical power, cooldown reductions. You don't even need Answer, to be honest, but it's a really good mana item. Not mana item, sorry, health item, because you really do need the health. I mean, any assassin that's squishy, it's pretty shit. If they're even smart enough to get an Aegis, you're pretty fucked. You're gonna die so fast. Most assassins I play with, they go glass cannon, and most people I play with on 3v3 Joust, if I'm playing a pub game, they all want to go the big damage in and want to get all the most kills and stuff, it's fine, it doesn't bother me whatsoever, it really doesn't bother me, but I swear, if they're going to choose a role, when I've already picked, say, Fenrir, but I haven't looked in, I've just clicked on him to hover over him to let my team know who I'm going, right, and they pick over you. So say they pick Najah, for example, when you were hovering on Fenrir, and they lock in instantly, and you're just like, right, okay, they must be good. If they're gonna like shout over me like that, you know, there's nothing I can do about it now. So they must be good. You go into the match, and they're building glass cannon against a really healthy team. There's nothing they can do. If they build health, you have to build health with them. You have to, otherwise you are going to lose every fight you join. You're going to jump in, yeah, okay, maybe you can kill them with 4 auto attacks, but can you even do that? Can you even get close enough? I mean, seriously, can you? Ask yourself that next time you're going to build glass cannon against a team of tanks. I mean, yeah, it's not going to happen. And on top of that, when you have a horrible team that's just been so toxic against you because you've had to pick, obviously if you're in your last pick, right? So you obviously sit there waiting. They're hovering over the gods they want to play. The only roles that are basically viable with an assassin and an EDC is a guardian. Because if you go warrior, it's going to be triple freaking physical, right? You could go, well, I've won many games that have just been triple everything. I've won triple mage game, I've won triple ADC game, I've won triple assassin game, I've won triple guardian game as well. That was fucking fun. But I've won triple healer game as well, that was OP. But anyways, besides the point, if you're gonna shout over someone, and you're gonna... See, that's the thing. I'd like to think, with the level that I am just now, I would half expect to be playing against people that are half decent. As you can see, my last games did not go so well. That was a surrender. That was a surrender. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's just general. 11 assists, as you can see. A lot of assists. That game, that was just a general game. I'm sure that one was over quite quickly if I only had 4 kills and 2 deaths. That one was shockingly bad. But you see, the ones that I lose, I'm not with my friends. I'm with public people. This game lasted 45 minutes last night. 45 minutes. And it was unbearable. But yeah, my Zuru Najat is not the best. But I really know what I'm doing. My kills to deaths, 4.8. Well, deaths, 4.8 average a game. But my kills is 7. Right? So that's not bad. But my win-loss, it's almost 50-50. But that's because I'm playing with public people. I hate playing assassins when I'm not playing with friends. So my tip to you guys is do not play assassins if you do not know your team. Unless you are extremely confident in your abilities to survive on your own and with a feeding team, do not do it. I'm amazing with Najah when I get given the chance to be, if you can sort of relate to that. I mean, everyone's good with a god when they're allowed to be. Yeah. But I was soloing three people last night for a while because Sylvanas had to disappear for a while. So we were left without a tank and I was soloing them all. That's how good my skill was compared to theirs. But they were just tanky enough to take my health down to the fact that minions would be killing me when I came back from killing all 3. So yeah. It's just, with an assassin, you've just got to be careful. You really do. Assassin's role, the way this game is designed, the way Smite and most MOBAs are designed is for 3 lanes. Right? So you've got to think that all gods are balanced for conquest. Every single god is balanced for conquest and conquest alone. Hence why gods like Anubis, Hell, Hebo, all these mages are OP. Well, not OP, they're... what's the word? They scale very, very well. If they get a kill on you, if they get first blood on you, and you had a power pot, you're pretty much screwed right off the bat. Hence why I don't play 1v1, because it's so broken. I used to play 1v1, but it's so broken. Because it's all... To me, it's all god picks. I can outplay most people. But if they've got a god that just outshines anyone, like Kronos, I ban Kronos every single game because the only time I can beat a Kronos is when I am Kronos. You know? Because I can outplay them. My worst 1v1 experience was... I was playing against a Mercury. I can't remember who I was. But he killed me 6 times before the 5-minute mark. And that wasn't me being... Think of it, he would just dive in the tower. Dive in the tower, throwing me out, and killing me before I got back into it. You know what I mean? That was how bad it was. And I was like, right, okay, nah. So I sent him a message and I goes, look, pal, you win. I'm waiting for 10 minutes and I'm surrendering because I can't take this. This is just ridiculous. And he's like, No, no, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. So he waited for me. 10-minute mark came, I surrendered. There was no point in fighting that battle. I'm sure it was like 13-0 to him by the 10-minute mark, and it was just it was so embarrassing. It was unreal. Turned out he was platinum. I was bronze at this time. Yeah. So there we go. It shows how the matchmaking system works as well. But I suppose that all depends on what time you go on and how many people are playing and all that sort of stuff. And then I waited, what, about 3 minutes, so I didn't get paired with him again. I waited a couple of minutes. I watched a video on YouTube, just a little quick informational one, and I clicked to search again. Boom, instant match. I'm like, well, okay, that never normally happens. So I ban Merc. Then I get a message saying same guy from last game, and I was like, who is it? And he was like, I was Merc last game, and I was like, yeah, you. Great, this is going to be fun. But that was obviously after we picked gods and stuff. But I went Uller, and he went Bologna. And he annihilated me again. So I was like, yeah, after the second kill, I was just like, yeah, this guy he's better than me in every way. There was no way I was going to win. So I was like, right, dude, I'm going to surrender. And he's like, again, really? I'm like, well, yeah, there's no point in fighting this. It's just embarrassing. It might be fun for you, but it's shit for me. It's not even fun anymore. And he's like, right, okay, I won't do anything. I'll let you farm up to the same level, and we'll start fresh essentially. And I'm like, right, okay. So we farmed up, and I farmed. He let me farm up, and I gave him a run for his money. I played my heart out that game. I think that was like the hardest I've ever played, and lo and behold, I still lost. But we've became good friends in the Smite community over it, and that was just from him being nice. Most of the games, and obviously my defeatist attitude, you know, but most of the games I play, when I'm raging at my team, they obviously think I'm flaming at them for being, like, for not doing something in the game. No, I'm flaming them for doing what they're actually doing. Like, not in game. Like, say I died, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, team, help. No, if I am Ares and going for an ult, and Neef doesn't line up for a freaking thingamby shot, a stun arrow straight afterwards, or backflip and leave a weave there to freaking fire a stun arrow into, and Fenrir isn't ready to jump in when I land, they're both sitting there. Fenrir's inside lane. I'm Fenrir's inside lane. Neef's way back, almost halfway out of tower, and I ult their whole team, and I'm spamming attack on the VGS system, and they do not understand the word attack. Fenrir jumps in after I die. Neef fires her stun arrow long after they've started moving away, so they all spread. Then she fires her stun arrow straight to the middle of them all. And it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually freaking lost that game. It's things like that. That's all teamwork. I know that's all teamwork. But I mean, come on, the VGS system translates everything. I mean, if you're playing on the European servers, right, you're gonna have quite good connection to me, because I'm on European servers, UK, you know. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't listen to the VGS system. I get the fact that if you unplug your mic mid-game and you plug it back in, it doesn't sync back up to your headset, so you get kind of screwed over with that. But yeah, I'm just having a rant because I feel like having a rant, and that's what really pisses me off. But anyways, if you like the build and you actually stayed this long to watch it, leave a comment, tell me what build you prefer for Naja, because I like to know people's feedback. And I've been looking at a lot of people's builds for like people like Odin and stuff like that, because people have asked me for his build constantly. Asked me for his build. I might do an Odin build after this actually, because my Odin, like, I had 3 or 4 people asking me for my Odin build, and I don't understand why. I think it's just because our plays were so good, they couldn't beat us, and I was a little bit tanky, but because they never actually got to hit me, they didn't see how tanky I actually was, if you know what I mean. I would shield jump in, do my slow ult, run around my ult for a little bit, but as soon as by the time I had ulted, my mate Kyle, he'd be there with Anubis, throwing a rapping them, ulting them in the face, wrecking them, and then just cleaning up the rest of them with his Lotus. I was there trying to chase me down in my ult, which my ult has amazing slows. Combined with my slow, that's a 80% slow, I'm sure, with both of them combined. And the anti-heals. So I really don't understand why people do not get Blink against an Odin. But yeah, leave a comment down below, because I want to know what all your builds are. And obviously leave a message, freaking, you know my name, so just freaking send me a message whenever you're in game asking for, I don't know, 1v1 or whatever. I'll give you a game. I don't mind losing, you know. One of the things, I don't mind it. I hate when it happens, but at the end of the day, I can see where I went wrong, because I watch all my footage back and see where I went wrong, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, I could have blinked there. Oh fuck, I shouldn't not have went in there. My team were nowhere near. And then at that heat of the moment, I'd be raging at my team, saying, how the fuck aren't you here? Like, yous are miles back. I said I was going in. But yeah, they were at base when I said I was attacking, and by the time I attacked, they only got to the tower. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And then I look it back and I'm like, oh shish, fuck. I was raging for no reason there. That was completely on my bad. But I think I like to do that because I like to learn from my mistakes. Whereas people just, I think people take this game too lightly on 3v3. So I really want to put this out here. Please make a 3v3 league, at least, please. Or like a sort of Sunday league. That'd be good. That'd be awesome, actually. Like a little Sunday league. It's not as long as the freaking Joust leagues or the Conquest leagues. It's maybe there's a league every month, say, and it goes by friends on the leaderboard. You know, like you enter a team of 3 and you play against other teams of 3. All that sort of good stuff. And I swear to God, there's going to be so many people playing that, because a lot of people don't have the friends that they need to play like arena and stuff like that. People like to play Joust because they have like what, sometimes they only have one friend online that they want to play with, and they're like, right, okay, we'll play that. But yeah, I keep rambling on. I keep doing that. I don't like it. Slap me, please. But yeah, anyways, if you stayed it to the end.